I believe it is a golden opportunity for me to share my feelings and thoughts about a movie that I really like it. And that's why I want to tell you the name of the movie. And the name of the movie is Chal Mera Putt, and it is an Punjabi movie. I really like this movie since I watched it, and it is a movie that is all about the Punjabi immigrants, that they are excited to how they are excited to go to abroad, and how mishappenings happens with them, and how important for them to get PR there, and how a critical life is there in the foreign country. So I watched this movie when one of my cousin's birthday was there. So we decided to watch this movie, and we watched it on the tablet. So when I watched this movie, I was totally set aback, because my all thoughts about the foreign life was foreign life is totally changed. So I really like this movie just because of one reason, because not only me but all my cousins also were very fond of to go to abroad. But when we watched this movie, because this is a movie that is based on the real story, so after that we come to know that by watching this movie we come to know that how much life is difficult there, and what type of like difficulties person have to face there. So that's why, because nobody was there in the nobody's there in the foreign countries, no, we are not parents, no anybody. So I think person have to face a lot of difficulties that we watched in the movie. So that's why I really like this movie. And since I watched a number of movies, but still it is my favorite movie. Thank you.
Okay, thank you
That's
so much.
not a good story. You were not able to describe the movie. They were trying to ask you the story of that movie, actors of that movie, like you can say, and the name of that actor. And this movie belongs to subcontinent, okay, something like that. Describe the region of that movie, okay? Even though it's very easy to describe this movie, because it's related to our culture, the Punjabi culture. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
In which two countries, you can say, comedians worked together to teach their communities not to go abroad to pursue their goals. If really you want to go there, then be ready for for these circumstances which they were showing there. Okay, something like that. Add few things from that movie. Do not talk about general idea. Why I watched, where I watched, when I watched. These things are required to explain in one sentence. I watched this movie with my cousins. Okay,
Okay.
one of my cousin's friends reckon that movie to us, because our goal is same in our life, to pursue something from abroad or settle there, to get immigration. Okay, so that's why on that day we decided to watch that movie, which was picturized on give the name of you can give the name of few actors like Iftikhar Thakur, okay, and Jesse Gill, I think, something like that. What is the name of Amrinder Gill? Sorry.
Yes, Amrinder.
Yes. So why you didn't? Thank you very much. Next, please.
Can I
Sir,
speak?
what is the
Javed,
Hello?
please, can I speak?
See.
okay.
Please, can I speak?
Yes, Priscilla.
Yes, can I speak?
Yes.
Okay. Watching movie is my cup of tea, and I normally do this activity during my leisure time. Today, I'd like to talk about one of my favorite movies with the title wisdom is the key success. It is one of the famous Ghanaian movie with the main character being Kwejon Kansa, popularly known as Lawen. Actually, this movie was recommended to me by one of my co-workers, and I decided to use my YouTube to download it from online and enjoy it. So some months ago, that was the first time I watched it. I was on off duty, so I decided to enjoy this movie. This movie talks about two women who live in the same house together. They did everything together. In fact, they were like two peas in a pod. And fortunately enough for them, they deliver two bouncing baby boys. But it's quite unfortunately that one of them slept on the baby and the baby passed on. And she claimed that the other live baby was hers. So they sent the case to the king of the town, that is the king of the land, and he was the one to give the final verdict. In fact, the situation became aggravated because the king didn't know his stance, because the baby, the dead and the live baby, they really looked alike. He stood on the case for almost 1 month, and on the final day of judgment, he brought out a statement that got everyone at the scene astonished. He said that, well, I can't decide which of you the live baby belongs to, so I'll divide the baby into two equal parts, then each of you will take half of it. Then the mother, who knew that the baby didn't belong to her, started saying, yes, Cain, divide the baby so that we all have an equal share. And the other lady was grieving entirely, saying that, no, Cain, please don't kill this innocent boy, just give it to her if she claims that the baby is hers. And at the end of the day, the king saw that the live baby belongs to the woman, whom reaction showed that the baby actually belongs to her. In fact, I learned a lesson from this movie. I learned that in life, you always have to claim what belongs to you. And me being in charge at work as a leader, when you encounter some situation, you have to analyze it carefully. You have to scrutinize it so that you always give a fair judgment to everyone. Thank you.
Perfect. Priscilla, you are the candidate who can get easily 8 to 8.5 bands, because you have variety of sentences, tenses, vocabulary as well. Okay, but one thing where you need to improve is try to decrease down your fluency. Okay, so that all the other people will be able to understand you, because you are throwing out your words with the same fluency. Okay. If you really want to improve your band scores, you can get easily even 9. You are the candidate.